If the male's gifted, he's not the one who transfers the gifts. He's not the one that transfers the lineage. It's the female. That the female, because the female is so important for the success of the purpose and what we're supposed to do, everything is designed for the female to succeed. Everything is to cater to the female. So what you would consider, what's actually a true, what you consider twin flame and hooking up and having children. The twin flame, what it actually is a pod of 8. 8 souls, like twins. They're not fraternal twins, where it's one egg that splits up. They're not fraternal. I mean, they're not identical twins. They are fraternal twins. They are still separate souls, but they are in a pod, born, I guess you would call, in the same womb. They are almost identical twins. The energy and everything, they are so connected, you might as well consider them twins. All 8 of them. But it's 1 female and 7 males. She has 7 twins. Because like the male, like everybody else, there's free will. So the male could go the wrong way, could be at a different level that the female is, and it's to make sure that the female always has an available twin that's at her level. Because the most important thing is the spirit children. So that's what people might be considering what's an actual true twin, what closest that I understand what a twin flame is that everybody's fucking talking about. That this humbug of everybody acting all crazy, that's their twin, and like there's a bit of that and a fuckload of distortion. And the male is actually there to protect the female. That's what they're there for, is to protect the female and to, I guess, the sperm, and that he's done the work, he's balanced himself to be a protector and somewhat a provider, but the female can manifest on her own. She's not looking for someone to take care of her. Her success doesn't depend on, in life, on the male. That's a divine feminine. And yeah, he's basically there to protect her. But from what I also, someone else that knows more about twin flames, well, I think they do, they were also describing it. They are a protector, but they are also, I guess, a balancing energy source for the feminine, the divine feminine. So they are a protector and like a backup energy source. Because apparently the actual divine masculines, the actual twin group, they have like an excessive amount of energy. And I would assume they're like very hyper, very protective, very masculine, very, I gotta save, you know. They are nothing like these other warlocks or whatever, claiming they're a divine masculine, that they're a twin. From what I've described as an actual divine masculine who's a twin, is total opposite of what, for me, there's no confusion from what I was taught. It's a distinction on what's an actual divine masculine and what's an actual true twin. This other stuff, I don't know what it is. To me, I think it's a trap. It's a severe distortion. Like the divine masculine, that for the twins, they do not act feminine. They do not, they don't put down women, they don't use women. It's almost like they're the ones that get hooked up with the psychopaths, the female psychopaths, the mentally unstable females that need to be taken care of like they're a victim. I think they are attracted to females like that because it's already in them to be a protector. And I think those are the ones that actually get manipulated very well by these type of females because it's in their DNA. It's in their makeup spiritually to be a protector, to be a Captain Savo, to be a provider. But they're being hijacked, taken away from the actual divine feminines. And the actual divine feminine doesn't need a provider because they're good at manifesting. They don't carry that victim mentality. They don't need a Captain Save-A-Ho. Do you see how, like, what they've taught me, what a divine masculine and a divine feminine is, and the shit that I've been seeing and people proclaiming makes no sense to me? Like, there's such a distinction, unmistakable distinction for me. And like the stuff that they're saying and talking about, like, I'm like, something's not right. Like the whole area, the divine stuff, it's been hijacked. And then people claiming they're empathic, and no, they're just severely damaged. Hypersensitive because they've been damaged. And they haven't done the work yet. And they don't want to do the work. But they're claiming they're empathic. Like it's all been hijacked. Like someone who runs around and has that victim mentality, blaming other people, and then claiming they're super sensitive and they're empathic, but they're just so toxic. And then a masculine, not to be mean, that claims to be a divine masculine but acts very, very feminine, mistreats females, declares that, you know, freedom is having a harem and everybody, no. You're, at least for my group, a male who acts like that is not a twin, is not a divine masculine that is part of my kind. They exhibit total opposite characteristics. I don't know, they might be for some other different level of divine, but not for my group. I wasn't taught that. That's not my understanding. So all I could think is, you know, there's something wrong. There's a lot of misleading information. There's shit that makes no sense, that don't go together. And I know right now, like I'm saying all this is probably going to piss a lot of people off. And it's not to be mean, it's just what I understand and what my guides have shown me and taught me. At least for my group. It might be different for another group. And then, like, it's a big red flag when you have a male that's very feminine and practices black magic and has a harem. To me, from what I understand, most likely more than not, he's energy harvesting and using the females, and he wants to be a female. Like, he's really jealous of females. He's jealous of, if he practices magic, he knows the truth, that the magic, real, true, powerful magic is only in females. It comes from the womb. It creates. It's like a power source of magic. So a male can't produce it from his fucking scrotum. So he has to energy harvest and trick females and be like, sex is freedom. Let's have sex with each other and everybody. And he binds himself to them. And everything he can manifest, his knowledge, his gifts is from them. And they don't even know. Or maybe some know and don't care. Maybe they have low self-esteem. But to me, those females are not a divine feminine. From what I understand what a divine feminine is, they don't actually need a male. There's a big distinction in all this stuff that's flying, going around, and people are confused. To me, I'm not confused at all. To me, it's blatant. To me, there's a lot of lies. A lot of lies and confusion. A lot of distortion and flipping things around, and there's no confusion. If you hear it the way I say it, and to me, it makes sense. To me, it seems pretty simple. And then it explains a lot of shit. It explains a lot of bad behaviors. It explains a lot of confusion and jealousy. So to me, like, having a male that's very feminine, males who disrespect females, males who need a lot of women to have sex with, to me, I can't. Not being judgmental, I just can't. They're dangerous to me. Oh, shit. From what I understand what's going on everywhere. And my description of what a divine masculine is, at least for my group. He'll be a protector, and he's that guy who gets taken advantage of by females. And that motherfucker's high energy, too. As a backup battery for my kind, for the female. And he's someone that I don't have to worry about that's gonna fucking try to destroy me. Like, it's against his programming. If that's what it is programming. It's against his fucking, the core of him, why he's here. Like, he can't. Like, he can't. Like, it breaks him. They're protectors. They fucking protect the broken females. And then, well, not broken females, but broken females take advantage of him. And that's why it's in his programming. But he's meant for the divine feminine. And they're being hijacked. They're being tricked to work for the other team. By that energy principality sending those fucked up, distorted females to them who are not divine feminines. They are not. And some divine feminines are still in their process. They're not perfect, but they are not like that. They're not like that. They have some flaws, but they're not broken ass vaginas that you would consider to have severe, not to be mean, I'm just explaining that these feminines have already done the work. So if they did exhibit any fucking cluster B type of personality disorders, they have already resolved them a long time ago. Their guides have worked on them. Because they can't be that way. They can't. The universe wouldn't allow it. If that happened, they would fix that shit real quick. So it's not an insult to anybody. It's just from what I understand from my guides. That it's just what it is. No judgment. It's just what it is from what I understand what my group is, and signs and explanation of the process and why, what is he, what is she, what is an actual twin, their purpose, why they have to be a certain way, they can't be broken. That defeats the purpose of what they're supposed to do. They would just create more chaos. They will not allow that. That they would just run around being toxic. It would defeat the purpose. No judgment. That my kind, like, we get all kinds of help. All kinds. To make sure we're not broken. So if you're like, if you know you're a divine masculine, not to be mean, you're a divine masculine, you're not exhibiting female characteristics, you're not over there needing a harem, you're not energy harvesting, you're well balanced, you're actually overly well balanced, and you keep attracting females that are severely broken, having a lot of psychological disorders, and you're confused why you're like that. Why you're so sensitive, it's because you're meant to protect a divine feminine. And a divine feminine is not going to be all unbalanced like that. That's not a divine feminine. You're with the wrong person. You got hijacked. And most likely, this principality or this energy has sent them towards you as a distraction, to keep you away from your purpose, an actual divine feminine. To keep our frequency all fucked up. To keep this timeline all fucked up. And if you're a divine feminine and you truly know for sure, you are a twin, and the guy you're with is very feminine, and has more female characteristics than masculine characteristics, and doing black magic, has to have a harem. He's not a divine masculine. He's not a divine masculine for a twin. You're being distracted. And it's an imposter. And it's not a true twin flame. The twin flame that where they're sent to uplift the timeline and to have these divine gifted children. That's not his job. And most likely, the male that you're around that seems so connected to you and whatever, he's your assignment. You are his karma. Because he's done a lot of spiritual fucked up shit. And most likely his lineage, they sent you to be in front of him, so because of who he is, his lineage, the curses, and the DNA, he responds, he gets triggered by you, and it causes him to do even more karmic shit, to collect more karma. Hopefully he changes, but most likely not. It was to stop his bloodline from breeding and causing more harm. Just saying. That's all I know. That he's not that partner for you to have children with, much less have sex with. He was your assignment. From what I understand. Who knows, I could be wrong. But the way everything was put together for me, it makes sense. It totally explains the shit that's going on. It totally explains why there's so much confusion. To me, everything makes sense.